For about 4 years, right? At the end of high school, all the way through college, and like a little bit into my professional career, I lived in this space of being overlooked, talented, but hurting, lost, and always wondering, like, what's going on? I watch all these other players. They got recruited, they got full rides to college, they got drafted, they went to Duke for free. While I sat there, my arms hurt me every time I threw. I missed my entire recruiting window, my junior year of high school, because I was shut down. And my parents had to pay for college out of pocket, even though I truly believed that I had $1 million arm. And here's the truth, it wasn't talent, it was the complete lack of structure and guidance for why I wasn't able to attain those goals earlier on in my career, right? It wasn't because of talent, is because of structure and guidance, right? I didn't have pitching lessons. I didn't have a coach that believed in me. I didn't have a program in place. I was just that kid that was just throwing a lot. I was in love with baseball. I was throwing a ton, right? But I didn't have arm care. I didn't have a throwing structure. I didn't have strength and conditioning. I had no understanding of what it meant to pitch, right? Just throwing and throwing and throwing and throwing, right? I had effort, I had work ethic, I had desire, but I didn't have direction. And I'm watching everyone else get these opportunities, and it sucked. It was embarrassing. And it made me question everything, like, why am I doing this? And then finally, I had one good game in front of one scout, and I flashed a little bit of that talent, and I got drafted, but barely. And I was thinking to myself, like, okay, here we go. Everything's about to change. Nope. I get to the minor leagues and I'm drowning again, right? Confused, chaos, dread. I'm literally 2 or 3 outings from getting released. Like the dream is just like flat out slipping away. Okay. And then I get approached by a coach who basically says to me, here's what you do. If you don't do it, you're going to be done. Right. He believed in me when I couldn't. And basically, what he did was he handed me a real throwing program, a strength and conditioning program, a daily strategy, structure, and accountability, and mentorship. And what this was tough love and support. And he gave me one line that stuck with me forever. He said, just stay alive to fight another day. So I did. And what happened next with structure and consistency? My velo went up, my command improved, hitters stopped scaring me, my confidence stabilized because there was a lot of uncertainty. Am I good enough? Am I good enough? Man, these guys all went to big time schools. They're really good. Am I good enough? Right? But I started to believe, have this self belief, and I said, hey, I can do this. I can do this too. Right. And then the doors started to open and my career just exploded upward. I went from an overlooked like 88 mile per hour throwing bad college arm to a 96 mile an hour throwing MLB prospect. And it was all because someone finally gave me a real plan. So now, fast forward 25 years or so, here we are right now. And I can't help but think to myself, what if I had that kind of structure when I was 16 or 17 years old? I would have gotten that scholarship. I would have saved my parents a ton of money from paying for college. I would have stayed healthier. I would have developed sooner. I would have played with more confidence. I would have reached my potential earlier. And that's why Pitch IQ exists. I'm doing this. I'm putting myself out there online because the amateur space is exactly where I needed the help the most. And if I can take 25 years of pro experience and give a 16-year-old or a 17-year-old what I never had, if I can prevent a kid from feeling lost, hurting, overlooked, forgotten, if I can help a family avoid wasting years, money, opportunities, then every second I spend doing this is worth it. I didn't get here because I was the most talented. I had a little bit of talent, I got here because someone finally gave me structure, accountability, a plan, belief, and a system that worked. And that's all pitch IQ is. The coaching I wish I had at 17. And if it helped a lost 88-mile-an-hour throwing kid who was wild, if it helped me become a major league pitcher, can it help you guys?